Welcome back, everybody, to Empyrion Galactic Survival Star Salvage. I'm KnowItAllDM. How y'all doing today? I'm doing great. So this is an update video exploring the updates that I have added to Star Salvage. Yes, people, that's right. Star Salvage is back, and it's better than ever. Well, okay, it never really went anywhere, but I kind of did. Well, I didn't really, but my computer did, but now I have a new computer. Anyway, so, with my new computer, as you may or may not be able to tell, better graphics and everything is maximum quality, and I'm getting near 60 FPS all the time. So, in any case, let's get up to the update. So what we've got, your basic start is, well, basically the same. There's not much difference to it. In fact, there's no difference in the trash heap biome. The first difference you will notice will be when you arrive in a full junkyard biome. Let's see if we can find one real quick over here. As you will notice, scattered about the junkyard biomes are some deadly turrets. So you've got to take your time, avoid these turrets, or they'll find you and they'll shoot you in the face. So, like that. Most of the junk on the starter planet is basically the same. The starter planet hasn't been changed much other than to add these turrets to give you a little bit extra challenge. Now, these turrets are your basic turrets. They can be blown up with your basic, ship attacks and everything. So it's recommended when you start off in the trash heap to go ahead, get yourself a hover vessel, possibly upgrade it with some weapons, try to defend yourself best you can, and then find a base and settle down while you build yourself up enough to be able to take out basic turrets. You can either shoot the turret itself, or if you dig into the sides here, you can blow up the generator. Either way, you can take out these turrets relatively easily. They're not shielded, they're just, single turret defenses. There's, as you can see, a decent amount of them around, but certain parts of the junkyard are, of course, accessible even without them. Just, try to stay a decent distance away. Yes, we're still having that issue. It happens sometimes, but as long as you stay about 2K, 2.5K away, they don't really shoot at you. Maybe 3K, I don't know. But once you're far enough away, they'll stop shooting. That doesn't stop them from shooting. But anyway, so that's it for the update on the starter planet. Some people had been mentioning that it's difficult to get into the junk trawlers and to take their shields down and stuff. That's intentional. Junk trawlers are meant to be, you're supposed to take your time and actually have to work to get a junk trawler. So in any case, let's head into space and we'll find out some of the better updates. So as you can see, I've updated it. Oh, this is actually right near the junkyard defense. I've updated it with, planetary remnants and such. I'm not entirely sure what this material here is. I don't think I've seen the purple one. Is that pentaxid? Did they change the way pentaxid looks? Maybe. But yeah, this is a planetary remnant that they put on into the game. So you've got your new POI. This one is actually really close to the junkyard defense, so I'm not going to worry too much about that. You've got your POIs and such. I'm just considering seeing if I can figure out how to make my own personal ones of these. I don't know exactly how to go about doing that, because, yeah. And in this scenario, since these are, since it's a salvage scenario, I'm probably going to end up making them, more protected by, such and such and what have you. Let's take a look at the way the cursed planet looks now. So the cursed planet is Balgopal. Is that an L at the end? So Balgopal. You'll notice when you're teleporting sectors, they also have changed it so you don't just poof over there, and added a warp screen, which is really, really nice. Okay, so the cursed planet from the surface looks a lot more eerie, a lot more creepy. It looks a lot better in my opinion. This is exactly what I wanted it to look like, where it's, you know, got your sort of creepy factor going on here. And from space, as you'll see in just a second, it looks really, really weird because it's got a black atmosphere. So that's your cursed planet. Not much else has been changed about it but the atmosphere, but I thought I'd give you a quick look at that. But also, let's take a quick look at some of these junkyard planets, if I can find another one. Let's go to this one, Jatin, Jatin. All right, Jatin is a junkyard planet. One of the new junkyard planets, because it's not the starter, obviously. Hopefully it's not. Hopefully I'm not just going right back to where I started. Alright, so here we are back on, this is Jatin. This is a new one, and you'll notice that the junkyards here are slightly different. The junkyards here actually replace the old grassland biomes. So if you look at the map, the junkyard basically covers the entire planet instead of being just little splotches, because the grasslands are far more prevalent. Now you'll notice this is one of the temperate junkyards, as there are forests here. But the junkyards are still protected by your little turrets, and these also have big turrets. So these are your large junkyard defenses, which these are protected by a shield. Now, this shield for this specific building does not go down. I mean, it'll go down, but it'll regenerate. Whereas these don't have shields, and you can just blow them up. So with these, you either have to work, take the shield down, blow the thing up, or you can come inside and you can make your way to this room here, which is the core room, turn off the shield, and then you can blow the core. Now, you could just turn off the shield and leave and then blow up some things, but there's no point in just not taking out the core while you're there. So for these facilities, you're supposed to infiltrate them, take them out, and then, you know, take out the shield will be gone by that point. Making it a little bit more difficult, but you can, if you want, just pummel the shields and then take them out. There are other changes to the other planets. The junkyard full. Let's see if I can find a full junkyard planet for you real quick. All right, so here we're on Cladax, which is a new. This is the junkyard full planet, and as you can see, there are no forests on here, but the junkyards are much larger, and they're not as dense, but you can see they are more spread out. Of course, there are some denser parts near the poles, it appears, but it's basically the entire planet is spread out as the junkyard. And so the entire planet is basically Zirax territory as well. So it's a little bit more difficult because you've got, you know, it's spread out more. There's a lot of these all over the place, but you also, you know, have, you're just basically in the junkyard the entire time. So it's just a little different feel to the planet. It's got the same amount of stuff as the other junkyard planets, but they're, you know, it's got more open areas because there is no whatchamacallit, no forests and all. apart from like when you have the little snow areas. But also I haven't done it yet, but I'm considering making the full junkyards where it's only like 40% chance of breathable atmosphere. Right now it's always breathable like other temperate stuff. Speaking of other temperate stuff, let's see if we can find a temperate, like a regular temperate planet. It doesn't really matter. All the other planets apart from the alien are the same. Well, alien and desert. Desert has more Polaris junkyards, and alien has just a large Zirax junkyard. I don't see very many temperate. There's one. All right, so here we have your basic temperate planet. This one seems to have a lot more water than usual, but see if I can find what I'm looking for. There they are. Ooh, there's a Zirax one, but I'm looking for the Polaris junkyards. Smelter thing, that's a trading station. Let's head down to over here. This is basically directly west southwest, so like this direction sort of, I suppose.
3 hours later.
All right. So I didn't take into account that this is a very large planet. This is a class 5 planet, or size 5 planet. But as you can see, there are some new Polaris specific POIs here. So if you're hostile with Polaris, of course, you'll have to worry about the security things. Those have been in the game for a while, but these are sort of wrecked Polaris security stuff, and these can have some good stuff, or they can kill you. There's some interesting like differences to some of these. Like this one, as you can see, has spiders that spawn around it and inside of it. And it just has your basic, this one just has your basic container controller ammo. You'll find some that have Polaris guarding them. Like here. This one here has Polaris security around it. You've got a few wandering civilians, but they're more like research people. And then you've got your Polaris security guards around them. And they really only spawn in once you get, close enough. But if you're not in God mode, they should spawn in before you get too close. So, in addition to the new junk, there are also some new CVs that I've added to the game. These are Decommissioned Freighters, which, of course, if they spawn in trees and such, will start getting jumpy. But they're all like the Polaris freighters that you see in space, but they've all been decommissioned. Their cargo's been taken. Only minor devices and such have been left. On occasion, they'll have some good devices that haven't been taken out, but they're all coreless, so you can just pop your core on and, well, start upgrading it. Now, all of the thrusters on all of them have been removed, so you'll have to get thrusters by other means. But, yeah, the decommissioned freighters are relatively rare, and they're only found on, like, in near Polaris things, specifically near these, on other planets apart from the standard junkyards, because the standard junkyards are Zirax owned. So, but in any case, that's it for this little update. I hope you guys enjoyed the update, and I hope you guys enjoy playing Star Salvage. Yay!